Hey guys, and welcome in to the beta of Destiny, and my first impressions of the game. Now, I wasn't really looking forward to this game, and some things on here haven't really changed my mind about that. Some things I hate in this. Some things I quite like. And I'll get into those as we go along here. If you notice, I'm not using my crappy camera anymore to record this. I'm actually using my mobile phone, my Samsung Galaxy S4, on a tripod. And it actually looks quite nice. It's not unfocusing constantly. So the screen looks alright. Hurrah! Anyway, so yes. Basically what we're going to be doing today is just looking at a few things. I'm going to be telling you my issues with the game. Of course, this is a beta. It's, of course, going to change at some point, so this may not be an issue, but, you know. Anyway, so we've got our set destination here. We need to use our analog stick to actually move around the menus, which I don't particularly like. I like using a D-pad or the analog stick to go up and down through menus, but it's quite slow, if you notice, so it's a bit of a bitch to use. But anyway, let's go to set destination. We've got the moon, which is locked. The wizard came from the moon. The Earth. We got multiplayer, which doesn't unlock until level 5. So if you don't know where multiplayer is, it's here. But it doesn't unlock until level 5, which takes about 2 hours. The tower, which is like the MMO hub where you play in third person, and the Earth, where you do your missions. Now, I don't like it, to be honest. The Earth down here is where you do your missions. You've got to load every time. Every place has to load. You have to, even areas you've already been to before have to load. Every place has the longest loading time in the world, where it's the same animation over and over again of this ship flying through the air that then drops down into the planet below. So I'll show you. Let's go to the tower. This is where you find real people. Let's launch. 3, 2, 1. Why is there a launch period? I don't know. Probably people would make the decision. So if you notice here, this is how long it's going to take. I'm not going to edit this. So you thought they may have loaded the tower or something when the game started, but no. No, okay, and then it goes down, and you think, oh, okay, right, we're there. That's brilliant. Well done. No, and then we have to watch this for about another 10-15 seconds. So yeah, that's a bit of an issue. I'm hoping they'll sort that out when it actually comes out. The gameplay itself is great. The guns feel amazing, and I'll show you that when I can. But the gunplay does feel really good. It doesn't feel like Halo, which I'm quite happy about, because I was worried that the game was going to be too much like Halo, because it's of course made by Bungie. The only thing I will say is the vehicles feel like the Halo vehicles. There's no difference there whatsoever, and they're amazing. And I'd rather use the vehicles in this game than actually shoot, to be honest. They feel absolutely brilliant. Now, if you notice, this is Xbox 360. This isn't Xbox One. Look at this. Just look at this. It's freaking amazing. I'm really impressed with the graphics they've been able to push out on the 360. I really am. So you've got everything over here from kind of, oh, hi there, robot. How's it go? I can walk straight through the robots. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. But what you can do, there's no voice chat in this game. So what you have to do is, what was that? I think there's something behind me. What was that? Anyway, yes, instead of voice chat, you have emoticons. So let's dance in here. Wow. You can point, no, you can wave, and you can point at someone. So you over there. God damn you. So that's a real person there. And you can look at people and talk to people and that kind of thing. But to actually talk to someone, which is my main issue with the game, you have to be in either a fire team, which involves you being in a party of like 3 or 4, and that's it. There's no voice chat anywhere else. So you have to actually call someone to a party to be able to get in contact with them. The only other thing I will say is that the frames per second in this game don't work brilliantly. It's not a very smooth game on 360 when you get into the action, so that's a bit of an issue, but there you go. Right, to get out of here, I need to press select, then I need to go to Y and hold that down for about half a year. There you go, to really get out. It's a bit weird. It seems counterintuitive, and I'm not sure if I like it or not. I don't think I do, to be honest. But I'm sticking with it. I'm enjoying what I'm playing. I don't like the single player. The single player for me is not my cup of tea whatsoever. I'm not enjoying it. It's these small missions you do on Earth where you have to go and collect this glyph or try and find a ship. But it's all very, very samey. It ends up just being a giant survival mode or horde mode, pretty much, at one bit, where you have to protect your guy who has to open up a door, which takes ages. You know the kind of things I'm talking about. It just goes on for a very long time, and it can feel very repetitive, and that's a bit of an issue. So I'm not too happy about that, to be honest. I was kind of a bit disappointed about that, but people seem to have issues with those kind of games normally, and that doesn't seem to be the case. Obviously, people are okay with that. But so let's go to Earth. I've done pretty much every mission here, apart from, I think there's level 3 I've done. Yeah, this is the one I haven't done yet. So what you do, you get dropped down onto Earth for this mission. There's normally another 4 or 5 people in the world the same as you. Can't interact apart from dancing and that kind of thing. And when you actually go into a death or dark zone, which is a zone at the end of the level, we have to take on the big bad boss. You only have 1 life. So if you die, you have to restart the entire level again. Or the entire dark zone again, which can be almost the size of an entire level. So that's a bit of an issue. It's a bit douchey, seeing as they just throw enemy after enemy after enemy at you, which are really unfair and annoying, more than anything. Ones that are invisible, that jump through the air, you can't block them, they send tons of zombie kind of creatures at you.
Continue to claw at the walls of our city unless we strike them down.
So,
beneath the ruins of the Cosmodrome,
I don't know why they're talking right now.
Old colony ship, we've located the house.
Oh, there's the subtitles.
And the High Servitor, feeding them their strength. We must destroy this machine gun.
Can I skip this?
And send their souls screaming back to hell.
And also, I've never heard this guy's voice before. I don't know who this is. He's not been in the game before. It's Peter Dinklage, Bill Nighy, and the guy who does the multiplayer voice, and that's it. That's the only voices that have been in the game. So I don't know who that was. Right, so as you can see, the guns look okay. They're very Halo, as you can see. I've got the number on the back of the gun there. Let's just let them shoot away. So I'm going to go over here and just kind of show you what you got. So if you double tap A, I'm playing as a warlock or mage or whatever, really. You can see that I've got like a hover jump, which is pretty epic. I can zoom in. So the guns, I'm going to turn this down a little bit for you so you can actually hear. But the guns don't feel like Halo. They feel like Call of Duty, I would have said. They feel and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying that's a good thing. They feel really good. They don't feel floaty, which I felt that the Halo guns did a little bit. I'm just trying to shoot this guy. And also you notice he's got the hit markers and everything on him. Let's just try killing this guy. I got 1, I think, there. So you got these guys. That's a knight over there, which isn't good for me. I'm actually using the camera as the viewpoint here, which actually seems to work okay. I'm not having too much issue with it. Let's throw a grenade at him. Oh, I'm nearly dead. That guy's pushing me into the battle. Wow, that makes sense. Oh, God. Oh, Shizer. Yeah, I'm dead. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a humongous fan of these kind of game modes where it's just pitting you against a shit ton of enemies. I don't like that. That feels forced, and it feels cheap, basically, because they don't have any ideas for anything else. I hope the full game isn't like this. All I'll say is that the only thing I'd play this for is multiplayer maps that have vehicles on. That's the only thing I'd play this for. Because right now, I don't see any point in anything else in this game. It's not really exciting me that much, which it should be. This is a big new game that's coming out. It should be exciting me to the point where I want to play it, you know? But right now, it's not really doing a lot. Let's jump over these guys. Got that one in the head. Got that one in the head. Headshots are very easy. But, yeah, I'm having a few issues with it. But again, I'll say beta. So, we'll see what the full release is like. But I think this game's been a little bit overhyped to my liking. I'm not particularly fond of the overhyping of the game. But yeah, there it is. That's my first impressions of it. I'm dead again. I'm gonna leave this place. Oh, here's quickly the menu. The only other thing I really like about this, there is one thing I absolutely adore, and it's this system here. So as you see, I've got all my weapons here. I can change on the fly once I hit pause, which is really cool. So I've got secondary, and I've got my heavy weapon, which can be a rocket launcher or a machine gun. Over here, I've also got clothes and items, so I can change into like the different kind of clothes, have different armor stats and kind of extra bonuses. But all the clothes have extra updated bonuses, which you can put onto your character as well. So it's very customizable. That is one aspect that is really good in the game. So I'm really happy about that. I'm level 7 right now. I think that's pretty much as max as you can go. I think you can go to 8. I haven't seen anyone higher than that yet. But yeah, I would recommend checking out the beta when you can, but for me right now, this game isn't that good, and it comes down to being very generic and not really changing that much, to be honest. Would I recommend getting the Xbox One version over this, or the PS4 version? No! To be honest, it's exactly the same game. There's no difference, apart from the graphics. I've not seen any difference. I noticed someone was playing the Xbox One version I was watching on YouTube, and I thought he was playing the 360 version. There's no difference, apart from a little bit of clarity, that's it. So, I don't know. I don't personally think we needed a new generation yet, to be honest, because we're still able to push out games like this on 360, so who'd have thunk, you know? Anyway, thanks for watching. What do you guys think of the Destiny beta? Comment down below, but until next time, that's me, out. Also, if you want to see some multiplayer gameplay, I can upload that as well. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.